Two of the students chosen to take part in the Cape Farewell Youth Expedition were George from Dublin in the Republic of Ireland and Rebecca from Banbridge in Northern Ireland. In the middle of Banbridge is a monument commemorating the Arctic explorer Captain Crozier, who was born in the town. As part of their publicity before and after the voyage, Rebecca and her green team used Crozier's monument and its polar bears to raise awareness about the Cape Farewell voyage and climate change.
The council and the newspapers and the school, they all got together and had this scam where the polar bears were going to be removed because of pollution. They ran a polling vote and phoning in if you felt strongly enough that the bears should stay. People were phoning in saying no, they want the bears to stay. But actually it was just to get public reaction to see how they would feel about polar bears here, just stone polar bears disappearing, and how they would feel if it was real polar bears.
It really was highlighted in double-page spreads, etc., within the local press. Ulster Television, she is appearing tonight actually, on Ulster Television to discuss her experiences. So the whole thing has gone way beyond Banbridge, and that is really what we wanted, and I'm sure what Cape Farewell wanted as well, that the message was given out clearly, not only to some 300 children in our school, but all other schools and the whole province, if you like. So it's been a wonderful achievement.
Well, my name is Rebecca, and I was the one who was chosen from Northern Ireland to represent Northern Ireland and go on the Cape Farewell voyage 2008. To get picked for this voyage, we all had to make a video, and it was called A to Z and Global Warming. And 4 girls from the Geography Club, Jessica, Rachel, myself and Stephanie, made this video one afternoon. It was so much fun. For every letter of the alphabet, there's a different step of what we can do to help our environment.
A is for breathing, not for polluting. We're destroying the very thing that keeps us alive.
B is for bumblebees.
We thought, how can we possibly get as much information across in so short a time? So they came up with the idea of the A to Z. So we preened away, tried to get things that the children would remember.
E, energy efficient light bulbs only, please. F is for famines and floods. Next time you see pictures like these, remember, if we waste energy, we are responsible.
And it has worked, because now we do it as an assignment with our year 8s to try and teach global warming in basically 5 minutes, because environmental geography is such a huge topic.
J is for judgment.
Are you guilty of wasting energy?
Guilty or not guilty?
O is for uh-oh.
So when we do our Earth Week, every department's doing it in this 1 week. Science have offered to do the global warming experiments. Geography will be doing how to tackle climate change. English, as I say, would be doing, they have some climate change poetry. French and ICT, and also citizenship. They actually wanted to look at the Inuits' point of view, how it affects them.
X, kiss this world goodbye. If we don't start looking after it, there is nowhere else to go.
Everybody needs to work as a team. Everybody needs to work as a community and do it together. It'd be pretty hard for one person just to stand up for and try and change things. But if we all work together, it would make things a lot more easier. On the ship,
it's definitely been a big thing coming from the people's point of view, and the fact that they're watching an A to Z video that's being produced and edited by pupils, it sort of makes them think, maybe I could do that for something.
So this is a green team of Banbridge High School. Behind us is just some of the artboards we've displayed and the work that...
I have noticed a tremendous change in some of our children, the likes of Rebecca, who have gained a lot personally from their involvement with Cape Farewell. But that's what I love to see. I love to see the children becoming more confident and actually taking things forward without actually having to be told.
Well, I did the board on Captain Crozier, and we just wrote down some of the things he had done.
This is the Crozier statue, and it represents what it'd be like in the future if we don't take action against global warming.
This benefit has to be to the pupils themselves. They have this ability that perhaps they didn't know they had before, and they are quite capable of communicating a message better than any adult.
Greenland was the second place that Rebecca went on the voyage.
It's trying to bring those children in to let them realise that this is possible, and no, I may not be sporty and I may not be particularly good at something else, but I'm interested in this, and what can I do to help? Hello.
We're here for the United Students.
You've been to the Arctic to see the effects of climate change firsthand. What did you experience? Okay, so you'll just tell us a little bit.
Hello there, good evening to you. A very warm welcome to the Insight debate on climate change. Now, we've recently been running a series.
I can maybe make a difference as a team, and then the team can go out and make a difference in the community, and hopefully further afield as well. By doing things like TV interviews and newspaper articles and stuff.
Thank you. Rebecca in the front row. Through school, you have just returned from the Arctic. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, I was picked to represent Northern Ireland as part of a Cape Farewell voyage, and the whole point of the voyage was try to get people aware of climate change and try to get arts and science to work together. But one of the things that really struck me when I was on the expedition was the first village we went to was a wee village called Tissisawak. And in this village, there was no more probably than 80 people, but the fact that they're having to experience the effects of climate change and global warming by themselves. And we're in a different country, we're using all the oil and everything, their carbon footprint, they probably even don't have a carbon footprint. Even if climate change is natural or man-made, the oil is being used up and humans are being used up. So what happens when I go to have a family in my generation and the next generation goes on? What are we supposed to use?
Thank you, Rebecca. Debbie.
Rebecca was by far the youngest person, by maybe 20 years. It's fantastic that she was the only person to get an applause from the audience that is, as Stephen has said, it's full of people who are very knowledgeable, experts in this field, but it's a young person who's passionate about climate change, who's seen it firsthand, who gets the best response from the audience, because it's going to affect her generation, her children's generation, and it's a global issue that we need to do something about, so it's amazing that she had such an impact this evening.
Well, I thought it was quite fun, actually, just seeing people, trying to get their point across.
And it was very encouraging to see a young 15-year-old girl having her say in such an educated arena. Very good.